Hello. Hey, Wonderflatus. How's it going? Just in time. Welcome to episode 15 of making an FTL-like in Godot. Today, we're going to be re-implementing our pathfinding solution to try to handle our multiple layers of tilemap here. So I'm pretty happy with this for now. I mean, looking at this, we could do this all as a single tilemap layer in terms of like pathfinding. Like we could still use A-star grid 2D because there's not really any overlap at the moment. But I guess there is some overlap. Work ice cream. Nice. Streamer life. It's good. I'm getting used to it. I'm waking up early, streaming for a couple hours before work. It's good. I have no complaints about this. My biggest problem is I'm like struggling to find time for preparation, so I'm really not doing anything in between streams. Like we're not preparing what we're gonna do the next day, so that's maybe the big problem. I'm just trying to think about how we're going to do this now, especially because all of our tile entities are on the same, like we separate it by layer. So we're not separating it by like, we're not separating it between like floors and walls and stuff. We can't, oh, that's not the right thing. So we need a way of distinguishing between the different kinds of tiles, and we'll probably just be doing property. You don't see it as a problem. It's more real game dev. Yeah. I was just so happy using A-star grid 2D. Now we're gonna have to go up to A-star 3D. The big boy's A-star here. I think the first thing we need to do is set up a bunch of custom properties so that we can specify the different tiles, different tile types here. Probably need to make the custom property first. I do. I was also thinking about the idea of, I think it was Kodakima's idea of like animating this so that the floors will like collapse down together when you're like, I don't know, going to a different screen. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but let's not think about that right now. Let's take this one problem at a time. Because as far as I know, I can't reposition tilemap layers, but I don't know. There's going to be some way to do it. But that's fluff. That's like flavor, so we don't care about that right now. What we do need is to make some tile set custom properties. It's definitely something I haven't done before. Custom data. It's right here. So where is it here? It's navigation, collision animatable, rendering quadrant. Is it here? Ah, it's here. Okay. Here we go. So I'm thinking about just using property types that tell you what kind of tile it is. I could just do something as simple as like walkable, not walkable, but I think I want something more particular than that. Say like floor. What is the type? Oh, I see. That was bool. We could also have a single layer. We could also just make it like a lookup table. Make it an int. We might do that eventually. Let's just do simple tags right now. We want floors, walls, lifts. I think I want 2 lifts right now. Lift down and lift up. Okay, so I'll be able to paint. Oh, yeah, I'll just need different tiles for the lift then. You already have the tile type data and get cell data. Oh, because of the source ID? Yes. That is such a good call. So all we need to do then is make some lift sprites so that we're doing something different than the that is such a good call. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, source ID, deck combo. The only thing is, you know, we have multiple wall ones, but that is fine. Atlas coord is like where it is here. I think source ID is which one of these it is, which one of these sprite sheets. But yeah, that's a really good point, just using data that I already have in get cell data. So we just need to then make like a lift tile. Can be 8 by 16 maybe. Yeah, I have them in separate images, kind of on accident, but it definitely works out here. Palette here. This isn't long big enough. So what does it need to be then? 16 by 32, probably. Trying to make the empty space for the lift shafts here. Should be fine. Do I probably want the spine in the back here. Should be fine. That should do it. Now we just got to throw those in here. It might look a little weird here on this one specifically, but on all the others it should look okay. This is the only one that faces backwards. The other ones all face forward. Oh, oh no, yeah, I can fix that. That's easy. But then you want to be this one, this one. I hope this works on the double wide. Might not. It's fine, we can add some additional stuff. Yeah, that doesn't look quite right. That's fine. I want ones that are open to each side. I want one that's open to both sides. Okay, I think I see what I need here. How do I do it for the deck combo? I just want to have the same pattern. Left, right, both. Okay. This. Oops. There we go. 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 let's try these. So the ones there, so the engine ones are the ones we want to look at. So this one, and then like this one, and like this one. There we go. This one is the only one I'm not totally sure about. Yeah, that's fine. Even get rid of some of the lines there, but it's okay for now. Want something that looks passable. That's good enough. So we're also going to need like a simple lift sprite. It looks a little weird, but it's okay. Hey, Inamoth, how's it going? We're getting ready to do some pathfinding through our weird layered tile map thing. But how are you? How's it going? We have a large door left. We need to turn this into an so the door is using an animation player. We're gonna try this with a an animated sprite 2D. Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire. Oh. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Yeah, exactly like the meme. Oh, where's my blast door? Oh, we're using the static. We need... Did I not export the new blast door that we made yesterday? Okay with that? Oh, tomorrow is your birthday. Happy birthday. Got any fun plans? I mean, not working is definitely fun. Go. Okay. Could probably have done this a little differently. So, 32. Also 32. Select all. Is this fine? Oh, I kind of like that speed even better. Oh, hey, Jawaka23. Welcome to the chat. Sadly, you are working. Fair. Happens to the best of us. You know, Moth not working is the best present. Oh, that's true and also sad. I hope they pay you. Alright, so this is maybe a little too slow for the door animation, but I kind of like it. Play the animation backwards. Should I just have one animation and just play it forwards or backwards? That would let us interrupt it and start playing the other way, right? Is that what I should have been doing this whole time? That would be easy if that's how that works. Oh god, what did I do? I zoomed way over. Alright, so we have our large door left. Large door right is like the same thing. Just flipped. I want to call this animated sprite 2D. Let's call it what it is. Should just have a large door and then like a large door flipped is what I should do. And have the flipped one be like an inherited scene or something. It's probably better in terms of organization. Oh yeah, Jawaka, let me show you what's going on here. So this is, we're doing a rough tile map here. We're trying to go for like kind of a side-on pseudo isometric, like technically diametric perspective here, kind of like an old school Star Trek vibe. Definitely an FTL-like mechanically, so I'm sure you're familiar with FTL. Kind of like just real-time tactics, side-on perspective. So we've been trying to come up with a good, like a good tile map that is okay. This is kind of our starting one that we made yesterday. I am making all the graphics. I am not an artist. I'm not even really a programmer. I'm kind of just a hobbyist. I've never done art before. This is my first attempt at doing pixel art, which is kind of why we're operating at like this scale, so that it's like easy, so that it's like really simple. It's gonna be I mean, I'm ashamed that this guy's blue. He's kind of hard to see against the background, but just like really simple little guys running around. No, I'm serious, Inomoth. This is literally the first piece of art I like ever made. I just spent a couple weeks on it, but it's my proof of concept. The second piece of art I ever made is the logo that you see that I like whenever I start up the stream. And I kind of just went from there. So this is kind of the amateur channel here. You know, that's okay. We're learning. Shot of the bridge looks really good. Thank you. That's kind of my guiding light aesthetically. Obviously, it didn't answer certain questions like how we were going to handle tilemap layers. Like, we couldn't do it this way, where like everything is tightly packed and the walls are kind of obstructing. So we tried to like blow it out to something like this, and then we still had a serious problem, which is like all of these walls obstructing things. The doors do, but the doors I can live with. The walls are kind of frustrating. So we're just iterating on our level design and coming up with a level design. And then one of our viewers yesterday had a really good idea of making this basically like a blown out diagram. So it's like each of the floors just blown out by a level, so they're all raised up a level higher than they should be. Oh, you were working on a big diorama like that? Base the game off of? Just got overwhelmed doing the art for the game. Yeah, no, I am too. I've tried doing art live on stream a couple of times, and it is hard. It is really hard. The best that I was able to do was like yesterday we animated this thing, which is like not drawing. But it's okay. But yeah, that's cool. A diorama. Were you thinking of doing something similar like isometric or top down or side on or something? Something 2D, I assume. Yeah, thanks. I like the blown out look. I think when we like view the exterior of the ship, we're gonna try to make it so the layers all compress back together, and then you see the like skin of the ship comes over it. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but top down pixel art dungeon crawler, Souls-like combat. That is cool. So kind of what like Zero Siebert kind of did that for like extraction shooters for like Tarkov. You're kind of gonna do like a Souls-like kind of version of that, like a cool top-down 2D pixel art game. That's rad. Yeah, it is a lot of art. I mean, I've heard people do all sorts of things, like, you know, there's a lot of people that just do low poly stuff and then they just pixelate it. You do it like Dead Cells, where you do all your art in 3D and then just come up with sprite sheets for it. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it really depends on what workflow you're most comfortable with. But yeah, I'm just drawing it straight. I had a really boneheaded idea where I wanted to like rotate the levels around so you could see different angles. We're not doing that. Even though I talked about it for so long, because it would mean doing all of the art 4 times. Yeah, you gotta pick your battles. No idea what you're most comfortable with. Yeah, for sure. I can't do 3D art, which is why I was like, I'll struggle through 2D. That's part of the reason why I chose such a low res. Was, to me, if I have such a low res, it's really obvious if a pixel is in the wrong spot. But even just like doubling this resolution, I was getting into like anatomy questions, and I was like, I can't answer anatomy questions. I cannot do it. You downloaded some assets? Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Unless you're super committed to like a very particular art style, I think downloading assets is really good approach. Because it's one of those things, there's like so many things you could work on that's not actually game development. It's like game development adjacent. So you kind of got to choose. And if it's not, you know, the part of the game development you're like passionate about or like excellent at, I think you kind of just got to punt. You just got to do what works and then just move on. So can I save the sprite frame from over here? Sprite frames. Scenes, large door, sprite frame, 72 length. I want to reuse this. Here we go. Save it out here until I know what to do with it. Blast, door, open, close. Should just be able to plug in that sprite frames now, right? Yep. And that should just work. All right, sweet. That was easy. I just need to figure out where I want to put that. Sprites. Do I just want a sprite frames folder? We might make that, we might nest that under sprites eventually, but do sprites and then frames. That might be the better way to do it. Hey, Kodam Akama. Damn. Thank you. Yeah, high-res pixel art is nuts. Yeah, we're trying to get stuff in place. Kodakamo, we're really enjoying this kind of blown out level look setup, and I'm just gonna get some doors in here. Then we're gonna start looking at pathfinding, which is gonna be probably the big struggle, probably for the next few days actually. I'd be surprised if we get it implemented in one sitting. So I'm actually kind of just trying to avoid doing it, honestly. So we need to start attaching stuff, like doors and stuff. So I want to start linking some scenes here. What happened to the corners? What corners? Oh, of the rooms? I'm trying to draw like trying to figure out how to draw an elevator shaft. Kind of struggling a little bit. Maybe I need the crossbars here for one of them. Let's try that. Kind of struggling to represent that. What if we... Do you have a solution for it that you're going to implement, or it's from scratch? I've already done. I did a previous prototype of this roughly when I started working in Godot, which was only like a few months ago. So I have an A-Star 3D implementation that should be relatively easy to put back in here, but you know, like famous last words, right? So no, we're not doing the whole thing from scratch. Does that communicate it better? Or is that just confusing? Inside darker? Well, we're running into the limitations of my my ramp here, but yes, we can do that like this. We're gonna have to do a little more tweaking to get that right. Look, okay. We don't have access to that in the ramp right now. I need to expand my grayscale ramp. Okay. I just can't do it right now. Okay. But you're right. I don't. There aren't enough colors. This is one of the reasons I'm newbie. I'm like, I did a 1-color ramp. There were 8 colors, and I grabbed a few colors. I mean, it turned out okay. I have a high saturation and a low saturation palette, and I mean, that's what I used for this. So it works. It's like an okay ramp. But I do think I need to bias it a little more to the darker colors. I think having it be a linear ramp is kind of a problem. Yeah, because it steps up by like 30 or so, which is great, but at the end, at the bottom end, I need a little bit more. So that's okay. So we'll work on that. Maybe I'll expand it to be nine steps. So there's a color in the middle. Yeah, I need to shift the color by 1. Yeah. Make them teleports with a funky floor color. Yeah, we're going to need to do something because it's going to look super weird. Make them teleports, huh? I think I have something for that. Let me see. I already have a window open. Why am I trying to open a new one? I think I have something I could use. That's a good idea. Disco lights. I'm gonna need some pixel art shading. Oh, you mean like lighting? Like actually like Godot like lighting system? I'll probably try to mess with that eventually. Just looking in my drive for something I made that might kind of work for us here. Okay, so I'm gonna show something here that was like a very rough prototype thing when I was trying to figure this out. I was like experimenting with like door thicknesses and stuff, and I was drawing a lot of stuff. Maybe one of these sort of things, like teleporter pads. Just because, yeah, that solves the lift mechanism problem for us at the moment. And I kind of like the idea that someone would bother to use a teleporter to just go up 1 flight of stairs. But yeah, maybe we do something like this. Lift shaft. So that'd be white. Maybe like 4 of my colors, something like that, in the blue. I see. Oh, Lord. It's too high up. Oh, yeah. I mean, we are going for a retro aesthetic, so disco ball is not out of the question. Okay, and then I did a line around it. Maybe we want this to be purple instead of blue. Like that. Is that okay? Yeah, I did. I definitely missed a spot. Yeah, something like that. I think we're okay with that. No, I appreciate it, because most of the time I'm not going to notice that. So now we just need to account for those corners that I removed. So like we want, maybe we want just this color. And like, you want this color or a darker color? Might end up going one darker. I don't know if I love that, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what it looks like. Darker. This is for like the stitches between them. But yeah, some darkness might be nice here. So for like the multi-level pads, but yeah, maybe that'd be good. All right. See what that looks like. Okay. All right. Yeah, there is. There's a preview. I like never have it turned on, but I probably should. Preview. Yeah, I guess, does it just always show it at 100%? Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's a good thing to keep open for sure. Yeah, I can live with this. It is an improvement. I agree. I was gonna put doors in front of the teleporter pads, but I guess I shouldn't. What I do probably want are maybe some arrows on the walls that communicate which way goes down. Like if this is down up, because they're only supposed to be point to point. So actually maybe what I want are different colors to explain that. We could make color variants. Doors are for toilets. Yeah, I mean, unless you're in Star Trek and there's no toilets at all. All right, well, let's throw in some blast doors. And just a few blast doors. These are ready. Yeah, okay. Star Trek thin layer when you enter the teleporter. Thin layer when you enter the teleporter. The middle level not having a bottom right wall for the 4 teleporters. Yes. Yeah, Joaka, this thing, this horrible thing here. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. There's a reason, or do you mean this one? Oh no, you said the middle level. Yeah, bottom right wall. The first one I showed. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So this makes sense from our rules, which is that we only render walls for the backside wall. Like, so the front side floors don't have walls rendered for them. So that's consistent, but I do agree that I don't like it. But the problem is we need to come up with what we want to fill in. I think it's tempting to maybe make versions of the walls that have like plates that have like so I can fill in, like basically so that it covers, so that it shows the ceiling behind the wall. I think it's tempting to do that. It would make everything a bit chunkier, but I think it would look good. It might be a little confusing, but I think it would still be good. Because yeah, this is annoying. I just don't totally know what I want to do about that yet. Now teleporters, that's a good idea. That solved a lot of problems that I didn't want to deal with right now, like having a lift mechanism. I mean, now we need to make a teleporter animation, but that should be relatively easy. Which one's 3? Okay, yeah. All right. But yeah, I mean, if you've ever thought about the teleporter problem, about how like, you know, you're basically like being torn apart and replaced every time you teleport, just teleporting to like go down a flight of stairs is so funny to me. It's like, we don't want to trivialize human life, but it would also be quite humorous. Okay, so we're off to a start here. I managed to avoid doing all the stuff I didn't want to do, but now we don't have much of a choice. I do think it's a little confusing because this teleporter does not lead to this one. So I honestly might want to use a different color for the big teleporter, but we don't care right now. Yeah, no packet loss either. Yeah, one can only hope. Okay, so we did that. We have our doors, we have our tile map. Can't I just teleport anyone in the ship? We're not going to make it like that. I think we'll just make it teleporter pad to teleporter pad. Because this layout is like trivial, but I want to do more interesting things about controlling the ship. Because a lot about FTL is about like controlling junctions. I mean, people can just run through the junctions, but like I think having those junctions to an extent is important. Like, for example, we don't even have any airlocks. We don't have any ship exterior airlocks at the moment, which is a problem. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Luckily, we don't care right now. And this isn't a final design. It's just like a test level, but design levels that they don't match that way. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. I'm not much of a level designer. Like, I remember messing around with like the source editor, doing like Half-Life 2 levels, but this isn't my specialty. All right, I'm going to bring up my other project here. We're going to start thinking about pathfinding. All right, time to start deleting stuff. So let's get rid of this. No, I don't want you inside the... I'm going to do this like this. There we go. All right, we need to start looking at our code here. Scrapping old code. Shipboard. Wasn't there a new 2D level design tool? Don't tell me that. You mean like for Godot specifically, or just like in general? Because I know with Unity, there were some like third-party plugins or tools you could use if you wanted to make tile maps. I haven't really run into that with Godot yet. The general works with Godot. We might mess with that. I've been struggling to think of how we're going to compress these layers back together. Like when we want to show the outside of the ship. Because as far as I can tell, you can't just move tile map layers independent of each other. Like they don't seem to have a... they don't have their own... they don't have their own transforms. They don't really have a Y offset. You're thinking for pathfinding, I could just have A-star 2D for each level and use the teleports as access points to other ones. Yeah, it does just move it. I know I can move it in the editor. I guess I misspoke. I'm just not sure how I'm going to move it programmatically at runtime without fucking everything up. We'll figure that out when it becomes... That's like such a piece of fluff that I want to make sure we can do, because that'll be super cool. But it's also not like important to do right now. Yeah, we could do... Move it after pressing W. Yeah, that's a problem for future me. I just... Move it after pressing W. That moves everybody. Yeah, let's not get bogged down in that at the moment. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way to do it. It's going to be messy if we have to, like, move each thing, but it's fine as long as we move it all back before the pathfinding and stuff kicks in again. Like, as long as we only do that as a transition when we're going away from here, and we can, like... Yeah. That'll introduce some really annoying, like, there will be a difference between the canonical simulation positions of everything and, like, the visual positions of everything. But that's fine. That's not, like, a huge problem. Oh, you thought every level was its own tile map. Oh, man. No, you're right. Maybe that's the way we actually want to do this. Shoot. Oh, man. You know, I think you might be right. I think that might be the approach that we want. Damn it, Flatus. Do I have to redraw this whole thing in 4 different tile maps? I can probably just copy it over. But no, that does solve that problem, where we can move each thing independently. And if we're only teleporting between the levels... Oh man, that actually makes that really doable, doesn't it? That also frees up our level design, because like right now I had these vertically one over the other because they were lifts. But if they're teleporter pads, then that frees up our level design a ton, because we can have them be all over the place. Oh man. I think that's what we're doing. Thanks, Lattice. You know, any teleporter can link to any other teleporter. That is correct in theory. Again, that's not what I intended. It's like, that was like not my thinking. That's okay. Pathfinding, yeah, get me to the nearest teleporter that has access to... Yeah. No, you're right. That actually solves a lot of it. I really didn't want to use my A-star 3D solution. No, that's really good. So we can rethink... I'm sorry, Kodakuma. It's not your communication skills, it's my understanding skills. I just didn't even think about all this stuff because this was all on one tile map. But yeah, we make it multiple tile maps. The teleporter thing is a huge unlock for that. I think we're actually going to probably get rid of or rethink some of these more high capacity ones. We might turn them into airlocks, because I do want the FTL airlock mechanism. That's like important to me. All right, let's do this. This is worth it. This is very worth it. Where's my tile set at? Did I not save this tile set? What is it called? More importantly, where did it just save to? Probably in scenes. No? Okay, save as. Let's find this tile set. Main T-res? Okay, it's not here, but whatever. Ship tile set. Be in there. Using tile sets. Copy the original 4 times and delete the unwanted parts. Sort of wind, but if we're gonna redraw, or if we're gonna do this as separate tile sets or tile maps, I can now go back to having the walls on one layer, the floors on another layer. I also think we're gonna redesign this a little bit now that we have this understanding. Not a lot, we're just gonna redesign it a little bit. Code Akama. Okay, why airlocks or teleporters? I could be wrong. Isn't that the wrong logic? I might have misspoke. What I mean is if teleporters can go from anywhere to anywhere, we don't need this like wild duplication of teleporters everywhere. We just need like a couple on each deck. And I didn't leave myself spaces for airlocks. So I want to put a couple, I want to replace on each of these floors, I want to replace like one of these with an airlock. Just so I want to be able to do the FTL, like control the oxygen. So we'll probably take out some of these teleporters. We'll probably take out the big ones. Maybe. I'm thinking we're gonna redesign these little alcoves a little bit so that you can see the whole teleporter pad. Probably have more of like a teleporter room eventually, but I think just these alcoves is fine for now. Yeah, let's start laying this down. Y sort on. Want your Y sort enabled too, I think. Index 0. So this is floor layer, floor, wall, teleporter. Did I see you? Is it because the camera's on the right side of this thing? No. Oh, is it a... Make you -1? I feel like I shouldn't... Oh, no, something... I didn't actually draw anything. Thought I was drawing. Oh, I was selecting. Oops. Yeah, I was like, this should draw over. It does. Okay. Shouldn't take too long. Gotta put the teleporter back. Oh, I put all of these on the floor again, didn't I? I'm an idiot. Walls. And the eraser off. I'm just tracing over what I already have. So that's like the easiest way to do this, I think. I know it looks stupid. It's probably really stupid to look at. Because it doesn't look like I'm doing anything. Oops. Except when I make a mistake. Oop. You go on the teleporter layer. There we go. So floor, wall, teleporter. Got it. Okay, that's the bridge. That was easy. Arguably, the bridge doesn't need 2 of these anymore. Could just have 1, but 2 is fine. Symmetry is nice. Yeah, honestly, symmetry is one of my biggest weaknesses because I think asymmetrical ship designs is going to be like really important. And I think I am going to have a hard time with that. Just duplicate this, rename it systems. Just the name of one of our floors here. Hide this. Hide this. Okay, so this I need to just erase what I already had here. Or I could start with it actually. Get rid of this. Turn off the paint bucket tool. I never intend to use the paint bucket tool, and yet I'm constantly clicking on it. Keep thinking it's like the eraser or something. So we can take all of this, move it down to save us time, I guess. And just trim it to size. No, it's the same size. Well, that's weird. Kind of worked out though. So we have this floor, wall. I might want to draw them like they are on the same level, so coordinates match. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Yeah, no, you're right. Why didn't you tell me that a while ago? Why did you wait this long to tell me that? Yeah, mods. All 0 of the mods that I have. What do you want to do? Select. My teleporters here. See, these don't have to be, they can just be in the corner now. They don't need to be like their own thing. We arguably don't need 2 of them, but we'll keep 2 of them. I have no mods. Please don't make me go get a bot, like an Autobot mod. Please don't make me have to do this. I'm happy just being a streamer that nobody knows about, that doesn't have to mod anybody because there's only my closest friends here. We're all good people. At some point, well, we can hope. At some point, we will need mod. But no, I've been really hospitable, even when like pretty obvious like spam bots have like come in. I've been like really nice. Try to be a gracious host. Yeah, I think that's okay for the bridge. And then so we'll move the whole transform up. And by up, I mean down, because Godot is upside down. So where do I want it? A little higher. Almost, one more. Yeah, about there. Okay. Okay. This is good. I've been nice to spam bots. I'm nice to everyone. I try to be nice. I ain't trying to have beef on Twitch. Been streaming for 2-3 weeks. All right, so systems. Actually, here's the part where I start to get kind of confused because of how we're doing this, but it's cool. Want to make up the floor a little bigger. Why? There you go. Make the room a little bigger just so there's a center tile. This might end up being too big, but wall. Give me my walls. Get auto tiling working for the floors at least. Yeah. I think I could get auto tiling working. I haven't done auto tiling in Godot before, so concerned about trying to set it up right now. But I think you're right. All right. So what are we drawing? We're drawing the middle floor here. Yeah, I don't mind doing it. You're the ones that have to watch it, so I guess I should be the one. I should be sensitive to that. But otherwise, I think we're good. I made that a little farther. It's a little further down. Okay, I see what I want to do here. I actually want this wall back. We're gonna go down to one tile hallways. Might be crazy, but we're doing it. because it gives me a lot more to play with. Oh, and that's on the wall layer again. One, two, three, four, five, six. And what did I do for this room? 4. Let's do 5 maybe. Let's try 5. Maybe we stick with 4. I want to put stuff in here that like takes up a lot of space, but I think these rooms are getting too big. Normal tiles are easy. Isometric is kind of confusing. Once you set it up, works good. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. Yeah, you know, we had a great idea. We, meaning me with no help from anybody, had a great idea of splitting our tile map out to multiple tile maps so we could move them independently of each other so that we can do the cool animation. That was also totally my idea and nobody else's, of compressing the floors back together when we aren't looking inside the ship. So yeah, we're taking the opportunity to redraw as separate tile maps. And also because we're doing this teleporter thing, I am reimagining some of that. Yeah, the royal we. I mean, don't give Wind all the credit, Kodakuma. You had the great idea for this this blown out tile map. This blown out diagram, and then compressing it back together to get that good animation. It's a team effort. Okay. Oh, what am I looking at here? Too many tile maps now. Oh, I can't make this level quite this big. It will cause some weirdness here. I think the door right here is not great either. Okay. No, I see what we want to do here. These rooms are getting smaller. I'm making the rooms too big. You know, Moth, you told me the same thing last week. Oh. Well, again, y'all are great at communicating. I'm not great at understanding. I'm making these rooms too big. We're gonna try to fix that. I keep forgetting that like FTL rooms are like 2 by 2. You demand 2 wide corridors. God, okay. Can be done. 2 wide corridors. All right. Just for you. Oh my god, the paint bucket killing me every time. I'll learn the hotkeys someday, I swear. Okay, this is too many. That's too many. I guess I could have kept the end there and just moved it over. No, I know, but we have smaller doors. We could just use the smaller doors. No, I think you're right. I don't know. I think it'll be fine either way, but I was gonna flip it. I was gonna flip it so that we used the blast doors as like airlocks, and we used the one, which I don't even have an example of. We used the one tile. Use the one tile doors. Oh no, I'm getting confused. We use the one wide doors as like our regular doors. But no, I don't mind. I don't mind doing it the other way because actually it makes sense. Because the airlock doors you want to open super fast. Small doors aren't blast doors, yeah. You want the airlocks to open and close really quickly. And I think it would be funny if the doors that let you into and out of rooms take forever to open and close. So that if you lock one of these rooms, if you close the door, that's like a choice. You're like, no one else is entering this room for a minute. So I think that's a good idea. The question is, do these hallways need to be whatever I just did here, this long? I think the answer is no. So we'll have like an airlock here, and we'll have a teleporter pad maybe here, in which case we can stop there. Okay. So now we're gonna put our room here. Our room that's gonna be like 5x5, I guess, because that's what we do. That's what we do here. 5x5 might be too big. Maybe this room should be 3x3. Feels small. But it's also a spaceship, so I don't know. We'll start with this and we'll make it smaller if we need to. 3x3 just feels too small. But I don't know. Vending machines? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm sold on the too wide corridor thing. You sold me. We have barely enough room for this, so I think this is how we have to max it out here. I don't know. We're going to go with this. This might be not the right size here. Can I just grab this? Oh, can I just grab this and flip it? Sort of, yes. Oh, that just moves it. Is there like a... If there's a flip hotkey, I don't know what it is. There's a rotate. That's not exactly what we wanted. Whatever. It shouldn't take that long. Imagine being in the middle of a battle and that one guy is waiting for the blast door to open so he can get some milk. I think we are going to add some... Right now we're just focused on the critical rooms. Just drawing the crucial rooms right now. But I think what we're going to do eventually is have like non-critical rooms that you can't normally see. Like if you're in the blown out, like if you're in this blown out area, maybe there's some like rooms that would normally be obscured. that you don't need to see during battle, but like if you decide to scroll through and look at just one floor, you'll see like a cafeteria or like bedrooms or like, I don't know, a bathroom or something. So something fun like that. And I think we'll have a lot of flavor back there where you're like, where is my person? Like, and you're like, oh, they're literally sitting in the cafeteria. And so like red alert happens and you'll see everyone stream on screen from this room off screen that you know is the cafeteria now, but like I think we'll do a lot more of that because like the bottom floor where the cargo bay is here has like a lot of empty space. And the engineering deck here, which is the one up, will also have a lot of empty space. I think I'm making these rooms too big, but I don't want to think about it anymore. Like maybe this room should be 6 and this room should be 4. I'm making them 5 so there's like a center tile, but I realize I don't actually care that there's a center tile. It's not important to me that there's a center tile. 2, 3. Sorry, I'm kind of waffling on some stuff that I should really have thought about more clearly. It really doesn't matter what values we pick right now. All this is going to change. Now that each floor is a different node, I could add back the elevator. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me I can add back the elevator. We're doing teleporters. I don't want to do an elevator right now. It's gonna be so much more complicated. Is this not? Did I not have this pattern where it was like this alternation? Did I actually have them all on the same side? No, I did. Okay. Losing my mind for a second. 6. All right. Almost done. At least we can just copy and paste this level to the engineering level because I'm not going to do a separate level for them right now, or separate level layout. Have a floor with only the inside of the elevator to make cutscenes. Oh man, silly cutscenes especially. Oh, I did this wrong. I'm such a fool. Oh, I can fix this. I can mostly fix this. Oh, did that totally fix it? Wow. Magic. Alright, let's get these walls in. I can just copy these, huh? Alright, we're getting faster. We're getting more efficient. Okay, now we need to figure out the hallway situation. We're gonna have a blast door and we're gonna have like an elevator, like a teleporter pad. Not a blast door. We're gonna have a regular door and a teleporter pad. So it shouldn't be here because this is where the blast door is gonna be. So I shouldn't have the airlock here. Probably put the airlock here. How did I do that originally? Oh, that did just kind of... overlap it. So okay, I see what I want to do. We're going to have the blast door or the airlock. The airlock is going to be here. Why can't I? Oh, I'm not in pencil mode. The airlock will be there. And we're going to have the teleporter section right here. For corners. Oh, that doesn't work quite the way I'd hoped. Oh man, maybe I need a little more room. I guess the teleporter doesn't need to be here per se. Put the teleporter somewhere here. I don't want to put the teleporters in the rooms because I want you to have to think about navigating. I want to put the teleporter somewhere dangerous, and somewhere dangerous is going to be where the airlock is. I don't want to put anything here because of the way the blast door is. Sorry, I'm thinking about where all these different things are, just to see where stuff is getting blocked out. Because like if we add, you know, if we link some doors in here. Something weird about the oh, I need to fix this in terms of how I'm doing this. This needs to be I need the offset to be a little bit more like this. Is that right? No, that doesn't feel right. I mean, that feels right in terms of sorting, like Y sorting. Let's just punt. We're just going to punt on this for now and just make it a higher Z index until that becomes a problem. Mainly because I'm running out of time and I just want to look. So yeah, these doors are kind of interfering with what we can do in this hallway. How far zoomed in is the camera? Not at all. Okay, so yeah, this is really as much space as I have to work with. I could maybe squeeze one more tile in, but I want to leave a little negative space. So maybe we put a teleporter pad or an airlock here. A teleporter pad. Maybe we can deal with this by just being a little more creative with how we're using this space. Not really a hallway then, but so I need room for an airlock. So an airlock could go here, and it's not obstructing anything. I don't know. My problem with that is then it's going to be a door behind a door. It's kind of hard to see. We can do it. We can do it like this, maybe. The airlock could be opposite side of the teleporter. It could, but then it's clashing. It's like over the hallway, but I guess that's fine, especially if it's just one door. What I was thinking is we could put the teleporter here, just outside of this room. Maybe that's what we do, and then we just have the airlock on the opposite side. I think that's okay. Let's do that. That's maybe the cleanest thing that we can do right now that involves the least amount of thinking. It makes this wall 0 wide, which I don't love. I'm just trying to not put stuff in front just because of the obfuscation problem. Let's see. I think we can do something here, though. Let's put the teleporter next to the airlock. Let's just do that. Forget it. Forget about it. Have like a teleporter like here. Not the eraser tool. The we'll put the airlock like right next to it, maybe. I'm kind of making things a little difficult for myself. This. I definitely should put some ceiling chunks onto these walls just to give a better sense. Put the airlock like here. I'm gonna leave room for like a computer terminal. We'll have like the teleporter computer terminal on one side and like the airlock terminal on the other, and it's like, don't mix them up. Don't mix them up. Yeah, we need to do something about some of these weird overlaps. That's okay. Let's not worry about it. Let's add a door. Is that a... We could even add the actual airlock, but I don't want to do that. Huh, same deal here. We just gotta up its z-index for now. This is okay. Let's turn the blast door back on. Unlove it. Could move it over by 1. Here. Trying to do too much with too little, with like too little space, just because of how poorly designed this area is. It's okay. This is just a test area. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like somewhere somebody could hide, which isn't great, but figure that out. Figure that out later. Now we don't really have a hallway anymore. Now we have like a whole separate room area, but I guess I could move all of this up 1. Just keep imagining that the spaceship is flying straight down, and then the airlocks would need to be on the other side of hallways. Maybe. Maybe I need to like change my rules about when I do or don't draw walls. Because right now I'm just very absolute that I draw the walls on the back side, not the front side. But to use this space in the front of the hallway, I need to rethink that a little bit. Like, is it the end of the world if you just have a teleporter over here and the back wall isn't showing? Like, does that really matter? Probably not. Is anyone really going to get upset? Probably not. This is better. There's more visual balance. I gotta fix this little tile, but I can live with this for now. Left and right parts are like wings. Yeah, they are. They are like wings. I'm worried they're a little too chunky right now. But we're definitely making like a bird of prey style ship at the moment. And I think that kind of crescent shape is going to kind of be our bread and butter here. And then we can kind of fill in extra space, like I said, with like non-critical things. But all right, so what did I end up doing? We ended up with like a pseudo 3-wide hallway. I can move this over by 1. think I would like to do that. I think this is okay. The doors are minimally obstructing things. We have our airlock. We have our teleporter pad. Now don't just accidentally click the airlock instead of the teleporter pad is what I'm saying. Okay, that should be easy. And then for brevity's sake, we're just going to copy this layer down to the engineering deck once we finish the other side. Should be relatively easy. So erase this, that. Not there. We want one here. And then one more here. There. There. Is that it? Yeah. Walls. Oh, that's right. It's a different one. This one. No, we don't. Just want to finish this tile map real quick. I know we got to end the stream here. I got to get ready for my day job. It was really nice having everyone stopping by. I think I kind of bored everyone to tears at this point, but we're going strong there for a while. Add a couple of doors here. Shift A to put in a door. Good to know. Or to Control to instantiate a scene, you know. Oh, that's not the right one. Can I name these differently? Thought I wanted I wanted a left door. Left door. There we go. We have a room for vending machine right here. All right, that's the same. We're going to call it engines. And technically all we have to do is the cargo hold level. I guess we should move this up to where it's supposed to be, which is not that far up. There we go. Then engines, we can move down to where that should be, which is Think of the Radiohead song "Down is the New Up." That's what I feel like working with the Godot coordinate systems. Down is the new up. We need to mess with their z-index a little bit here. -1. Bridge is huge. I think the bridge is too big, but that's okay. Figure that out. Let's do the cargo bay real quick. I don't mind the cargo bay being a 4 teleporter pad thing. I think that'd be kind of fun. Could also just be a huge airlock and we just do a teleporter pad. Single teleporter pads on the corner or something. Like do more blast doors, but for like an airlock. I don't know if I'm adequately communicating that this is opening into space. We're gonna need like a warning sign or something. I'm gonna duplicate the bridge and move it back down, and I'm gonna just redraw the cargo bay as the bridge because that seems like the simplest structure here to do. How big is this thing? Pretty big. It's probably too big. Actually, let's just move this down now. Cargo. I'll call it the hold. Cargo hold. The lowest level. We need to do more than just make it a cargo hold, though. Do something else. Alright, so we'll make it bigger. This. 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 Get rid of these because they don't belong here. Fix the wall real quick. The ordering. Hide this. Bring all these back. Okay, so what do we want to do with the edges? Where do we want? We want I don't want to just put the teleporter pad in the middle. I think that'll be okay. And just put some big blast doors on the side. Let's do that. And where do we want the blast doors? Be here. Here. might actually have this branch off to some auxiliary rooms, so let's do something like this. Do it here. Make them double blast doors for now. Or the, you know, the blast door, not like the single door. It's actually kind of inconsistent, actually, with my convention so far, which is that the little doors are part of airlocks. Which is good because we have a little room here on top of the little door, which we can use for like a warning, some kind of warning graphic. We don't have a lot of space, but we can do something. Even if it's just like a flashing light or something. Move you guys down to the bottom here. Add in a couple doors. thought I made you like way lower index. You're -2. Why are you still fighting? And keep reordering stuff until everything works. Worry about it later. Oh, were you just not in the right spot? Is that why that didn't work? I do think I maybe need, what I need to do is change the sorting position. That might help a lot of this. It's kind of underwhelming having just these little doors there. I do kind of want some big, we'll put some big blast doors and we'll have another room. We'll have another room down here. We have room for it. I don't know what we're going to do with those rooms, but we'll do something with them. Yep, this wall here that shouldn't be here. Same thing over here. Let's grab another door. Right door? Yeah. This is okay, we got them all on separate layers now. I don't actually mind what we did with these hallways. We'll do something else fun down here, like we'll put some blast doors here and make one more room on each side and do something with those rooms. Not sure what. Yeah, just like that, easy peasy, just like 2 hours later. Oh well. That was fun. I've enjoyed this week of streaming so far. I've enjoyed working on this tile map. I appreciate everyone hanging in there with me as I do some kind of mind-numbing work. I obviously appreciate all the input and the ideas. It's been really, really critical. So yeah, it's been really fun. I gotta run to the day job. But yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, about 7:30 a.m. to about 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Code Akama, Windaflatus, Inamoth. Yeah. And I'll see you next time. Bye.